Whoever heard a whisper of Simon Cowell knows he's a hard one to please. On America's Got Talent, Cowell has stopped singers mid-performance on multiple occasions, sometimes just because he can't listen to it, as he said. But the thing about Simon that we can't deny is that he's normally right. Watch this video until the end to see the young boy who publicly humiliated Simon when he sang. Remember to subscribe to the Trendy and give this video a like if you love America's Got Talent. Now let's see all the times Simon Cowell stopped a singer mid-performance. Yoli Mayer. One of the most impressive comebacks from a Simon Cowell song stop was the comeback of Yoli Mayer. The Florida-born 21-year-old Yoli walked on stage of America's Got Talent in a floor-length black dress, blinged out in a massive diamond necklace and earrings. She began to sing I Put a Spell on You by Annie Lennox. 2 sentences in, Simon waves his hand up to the tech booth to stop her performance. He told her that the whole thing wasn't working, at least for him, that it was feeling very old-fashioned with the dress and the choice of song when she's only 21. Tyra Banks came out and took away her jewelry and shoes before singing her second song. As a warning before she sang, Simon threatened, I want this to persuade us that you're a great recording artist. Talk about pressure. Yoli sang Make It Rain by Ed Sheeran, and it was beyond impressive. Her vocal range and the tone of her voice quickly let the judges know that indeed she was going to be a great recording artist. Yoli has even been compared to the late great Amy Winehouse. Sean Pattinson. In Season 3 of Britain's Got Talent, a 31-year-old mother by the name of Sean Pattinson timidly walked on stage. Her 3 children were in the audience as she told Simon about herself. When Simon asked why she left it until now to come onto the show like this, she honestly responded because she was scared of someone telling her she wasn't good, which elicited some giggles from the judges as they said, well, you've come to the right place. Sean began singing, and immediately Simon stopped her and told her she completely is missing the emotional connection. He asked her to sing With You from the musical Ghost. Sean misstarted a couple times, but when she finally got started, her voice was that of angels. At the end, Sean broke down in tears along with her 10-year-old daughter, who also cried for her mother's success. Simon said because she wasn't prepared for that song, he actually felt like he got to hear who she really was. Daniel Emmett. This multilingual singer rocked up to America's Got Talent wearing a black button jacket and ready to sing his personal opera song. Now, not that that isn't the coolest thing we've heard in a while, but Simon wanted something else. Now, it wasn't because the song wasn't incredibly beautiful, which it was. The show even cut to the shot of an audience member holding her heart, but Simon wanted to see another side of this Daniel Emmett. Simon stopped the song and scolded the singer for not having a second song at a live audition. Instead of kicking him off the show, he gave Daniel a second chance. He challenged him to learn one of Simon's personal favorite songs in only an hour, a song that Daniel had never heard of before, which is a next to impossible feat in such a short amount of time. Later, Daniel comes back on the show and ready to prove himself worthy of being on AGT. Before he began, Heidi Klum said, if you pull this off right now, I'm going to be so impressed with you. Simon was right that his voice and the song went perfectly together, and Simon was highly impressed, raising his eyebrows and all. Ronee Martin. Ronnie Martin is a 62-year-old singer who was extremely close to a record deal but never quite got there. Clearly, Ronnie has given her whole life to music, whether music gave back or not. She has devoted much time to it. Simon stopped her song because he didn't think it was the best choice for her with the voice she has. When asked if she had another song, she said yes, A Natural Woman. From the moment Ronnie opened her mouth for the second song, the judges and the audience knew they had a star on their hands. The power behind her voice is unexplainable. Ronnie made it all the way to the quarterfinalists, where she was eliminated instead of the singer Lincoln Bridges. This just goes to show you can live your dreams at any age. Hunter Pryce. Hailing from the state of Georgia, Hunter Pryce won over the crowd and judges, but it wasn't until he was prompted by Simon Cowell to sing one of the songs he wrote. Hunter first stepped on stage with his guitar slung around his shoulders, ready to sing the famously overdone song by Bryan Adams, Everything I Do. About 2 sentences in, Cowell stopped Hunter and told him that it was generic. Upon being asked what musical artist he looked up to, Hunter said Taylor Swift, which provoked a massive cheer from the audience. Simon responded that Swift writes her own music, and Hunter said he did too. Hunter sang his original song, Left Behind. As Hunter began to sing, the crowd immediately knew he was great. His lyrics and his melody were strong. It was as catchy a tune as the Bryan Adams song he attempted to sing before. which is a huge compliment. After singing, Simon said he was a great songwriter, but the audience is still going to want to see who he really is. Unfortunately, Hunter was eliminated in the next round of judges' cuts. Gruffudd Wyn Roberts. Gruffudd Wyn Roberts was extremely nervous when he walked on stage. On the show, he performed an opera song which Simon stopped midway. His friends sat with hands over their mouths. Simon told him it was very cold and mechanical. Simon also said that he senses that there's more in him, more warmth and richness. Simon was gentle with him, got him some water, and urged him to sing a different song. Before he started, Simon asked how good he thought he was out of 10. Gruffudd said he thought he was about a 6. Simon said he wanted an 8 or higher. When Gruffudd began to sing his second song, the entire mood changed. He had lifted the audience up with his vocals and showed Simon what he was looking for. The song brought audience members to tears and a standing ovation from the audience and judges. In the audience, his friends cried for the beauty of his performance. In a moment of sheer joy, Amanda Holden hit the golden buzzer. That's right, this man went from Simon's criticism to a golden buzzer in minutes. Noah Guthrie. Noah Guthrie showed up on America's Got Talent to get his career back on the go after he starred in the season 6 of the hit series Glee. Noah played Roderick Meeks on the show, but it ended in 2015, leaving him needing to find his path again. When asked why he was here by Simon, Noah said that his father helped him find his way back to music. Simon told Noah that all the judges loved his first performance, but then when Noah began singing, Simon stopped him. He scolded Noah for not making a better song choice in such an important competition. Noah admitted his second choice was The Whipping Post by the Allman Brothers, and of course, Simon responded that he'd like to hear that. Fans were relieved that Noah wasn't simply kicked off the stage. With his guitar in hand and his gruff vocal cords, he belted out a beautiful acoustic rendition of the song that left judges on their feet. Simon was pleased to see his instincts were correct. He said, "I don't even think we've came close to realizing how good you could be." Jodi Bird. Jodi Bird was 16 years old when she came on the show, auditioning with a song from the famous musical Funny Girl. We're certain you'll know this popular song by the name of Don't Rain on My Parade, originally performed by the iconic Barbra Streisand. Midway through the upbeat performance, Simon stopped it. What was his reason? He said exactly these words, "I can't listen to this." The other judges disagreed to Simon's comment. Simon didn't like how cheery it was, and Jodi defended the song and said there's a lot more in it. David Williams said, "I think it was a shame Simon cut that short." A lady from the audience agreed, yelling out, "A terrible shame." Then Amanda Holden chimed in to save the day, deciding that they would restart Jodi's original song. This time around, she really socked it to Simon. Not only did she sing the song even better than the first time, but she also inserted his name into the lyrics. Though he sat with his arms crossed, she got a little smile out of him when she sang Mr. Cowell. The judges danced, and David went over to the grumpy Simon and started dancing with his hands. Amanda complimented her for coming back from Simon's critique even stronger. Simon even admitted he might have acted a little prematurely. He apologized and even agreed she came back stronger than before. Joseph O'Brien. Joseph O'Brien came on the show in 2018 and made it past the first round of auditions. In his second audition, he sang Can't Fight This Feeling by REO Speedwagon. Not only does Joseph sing, but he also plays incredible piano. But Simon still stopped him to a big audience sigh. Joseph got up from the piano and shook his head when Simon told him that he's overthinking everything. Joseph asked if he could sing an original, and the judges obliged. He sat down calmer to play an original song by the name of The Average. The pressure was high, but Joseph delivered with an incredible self-penned song. Simon sat with a smile of pride on his face for the young man. Shaheen Jafargholi. In 2009, Shaheen Jafargholi came on season 3 of Britain's Got Talent to audition and make his dreams come true. He was only 12 years old and decided to sing a song by Amy Winehouse called Valerie because it was one of his favorite songs. Early on in the audition, Simon stopped the boy, clearly thinking he wasn't good enough. Simon said, "You got this really wrong," to the young boy. He then asked, "What do you sing apart from that?" And Shaheen responded, "Who's Loving You by Michael Jackson," which once again made Simon look unsure, but he let the kid try it out. Well, Shaheen sure showed Simon his voice was powerful, full of tone, and absolutely talented way beyond his 12 years. His opening sentence made the audience erupt in cheers. Shaheen got a standing ovation from all 3 judges, including Simon, who was hugely impressed. Simon said to Shaheen, "This is how one song can change your life." He continued by saying, "And this may be be the start to something special for you, young man. Simon was absolutely right, because in 2010, he signed a record deal with Island Records UK, and in 2016, joined the cast of the show EastEnders. Which performer did you like best after they recovered from Simon stopping them? What would you do if Simon Cowell stopped you mid-song? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button to the Trendy. See y'all soon!